Hello and good morning, beautiful people. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So listen up. I love when me and my family get together and talk, right? Talk about what the Lord has been doing in our lives individually. Allow to share dreams that we have seen. The Lord has me interpret dreams at times. Um, but to share what the Lord has been showing us, and then for us all to have understanding. And I tell you the truth, it is always joyful, always joyful. And so last night was just so different and it shocked all of us. So um, my son FaceTimed me and my daughter, and so as we're talking, and he was like, "Mama, I found the first Bible you bought me," and I was like, "Okay," because the first Bible I had his name engraved on it, and he was like, "Yeah, I found it." I said, "Well, that's good. Well, now you got two." I said, "Because honestly, after I mark up a Bible so much, I have to go get another one because every time I open up the Bible, it's like the same scriptures but different dates." I said, and then I'm one of them folks. I'm like, I can't just keep reading the same thing, so I've got to go to the other books of the Bible to read it to understand. And my daughter was like, "Mama, you are so right. Because every time I open it up, that's already highlighted, already underlined." I said, "Yeah." And I said, that's why when you realize it's the same scriptures being taught all the time in church, you yourself have to learn to study to show thyself approved unto God, and then go to the different scriptures, to the different books of the Bible. And it's just the whole truth. Um, but at the end of the day, it was just beautiful. So then when my son walked out of his room, and his grandma was like, "Who are you talking to?" He was like, "My mama." And she was like, "Hey, Rosina, I need a Bible like Andrew's, and I need my name on it, and I need it with the prayers in it and everything." And I was like, "Okay, you all." My heart jumped for joy. So did my sons and then my daughters, because we were all like, "Wow." And I was like, I was not expecting it. He was like, "I wasn't either, but she see me reading and writing in my Bible." I said, "Good, good." So the Holy Spirit was like, "Rosina, you are making an impact even in your son's life, and then now you see his grandma wants you to go get her a Bible and make sure her name is engraved on it." There's some things you can't make up with God. And so we were still just talking and stuff, and you know, my Lord, the Lord has shown my son so many things in dreams. Like my son, yeah, he can see. That kid is spiritual. Uh, he has the Holy Spirit, and the Lord speaks to him, shows him things. And that's why I know the fight for him is much stronger, because like when there's a true calling on your life, the enemy is going to do everything to try to stop you from getting it fulfilled. And I'm witnessing this in my own life. So, you know, it is what it is. But the fact that I've gone through it, I know how to navigate and help my children through it. Straight up and down. My daughter is called too. It's just, it's not in the church. Like, for real. She's really called to like be with elderly and children. We have witnessed it, we've noticed it, and it is just obvious. And we need people that care in these fields with children and the elderly. Bottom line, period, point blank, in healthcare and things of this nature. So when I'm seeing all these things and I'm realizing like the Lord is using all of us, but he's using us on our jobs. Like, people try to make you think if you're not behind the pulpit with a mic in your hand, God is not using you, not understanding that your day-to-day life on your job, them 5 days you work a week, or those 4 10-hour shifts, or however you do it, your 312s, whatever you do, right? Do you all understand that when you are called and chosen by God, he puts you in these places, on these jobs, to show his light, to show his character, his integrity, his compassion, his empathy, his love, the joy, the peace. You know, where I'm at now, even on my job, I'm dealing with people that are going through a lot of things. And honestly, after they talk to me, they would tell me, "I didn't realize I was going to be so calm after speaking with someone. You have put me at peace. You have encouraged me today. I needed this call just for encouragement." It be things like that. And when you can see that the Lord is using you even around your neighborhood, in your community, and then people are joyful, they're peaceful, they know you pray, they know if they have something going on, the Lord will place it on your heart to pray for them. Like when they know and they know and they know, you don't have to sit up here and announce it, but they know. They know, and you not announcing anything. The Spirit of the Lord is revealing it to them. So, and your character is speaking. Your integrity is speaking. And so my son was talking about what he was wanting to do and what he was planning on doing. And I was like, don't let the devil try to make you get a shortcut. And he gave me a look like, here she go discouraging me. And then the Holy Spirit said, change your words. So then I had to change it to, I know what the Lord has shown you. I know it. And I know that it's true. But the process that you're going to go through is not going to look nothing like what he's showing you. Trust me. And then my daughter was like, for real? Because he's shown me this and that. And where I'm at right now, it don't look like it at all. I said, I know it. Like we all see, like, God has shown us things. And yet the enemy tried to discourage us. The process of it even is just like, Lord have mercy. But when you are the one in the family like that's truly saved, like when I'm just really looking back and I'm looking back over my life, like the generational curse breaker, definitely me. The one that is literally like breaking down these strongholds, the generational curses, it's me. I see it so clearly now. Like, I never understood. I always knew I was different. It always felt like my life was harder. I mean, my parents, like, you all don't understand the discipline, the accountability, all these things. It's always been harder on me than my siblings. I'm being real with you all. But it all makes sense because discipline, accountability, these things matter in the real world. You can't go around thinking you can do what you want to do and think there's not going to be any accountability for it. You can try to lack and deny and hide and run from accountability all you want, and then one day you've got to face that thing face to face, eye to eye, up close and personal. And so I thank God for my mom and my dad with this. And then the discipline. I thank God for my mom and dad for this. Making sure, like you all, I did not understand it as a kid. Like, my brothers and sisters could go and do whatever they want to do. Rosina had to clean. I had to make sure the house was clean. No matter what, I had to make sure the house was clean. And I had to do this at my mama's house and my daddy's house. And at one time, like, I'm like, well, I'm the only one that got to clean. I feel like I'm a maid or something. Like, this is real life. I can't even make it up. I remember I used to complain about these type of things. But now, I can't stand a dirty house, and I like cleanliness. At one time, oh Lord, I had OCD, and my mom was staying with me. Guess who delivered me from OCD? My mother. It was something on my table, and she moved it, and I was like, don't be moving my stuff. And she said, let me tell you something. I don't care about your OCD, but let me tell you this. You don't control me. And I said, that ain't what it means. She said, actually, it does. You don't want anything moved. Everything has to stay in the same place. You notice if anything is moved even by an inch or a centimeter, that is your need to control. You don't realize it, but you better get rid of that thing because I'm your mama and you don't control nothing over here. Listen, talking about little Rosie got delivered from that thing real quick. My mama broke it that quickly. It was crazy how it happened, but it was like, yeah. You know, all y'all that be like, I'm just kind of OCD. No, you've got the need to control. Like, my mama showed me what it really was. And it may be in small things, but it's a need to control, and you don't even realize it. And my mama broke me from that, and she broke that off of me real quick. One conversation. I was telling my daughter, I said, my mom like she used to correct me all the time. I said, and all these things are coming back to me. I said, people thought my mama would just let me do what I wanted to do. I said, yeah, when she wasn't in her sober state, yes, she did let me get away with a lot of things. But once she was in her sober state, my mama put me in line like it wasn't nobody's business. And I knew to obey and to listen, not to talk back, not to think that I knew it all. And I knew to listen to what my mother was saying, because my mama knew some things that I did not know. And I'm telling you, these things are coming back to me now. I thank God for my mom and my dad, for real.